What's up, YouTube? It's the Console Samurai with Grown Ups Gaming, and I have some interesting console news for you today. To start off with, due to the economic situation in Greece, the company that is responsible for all of Nintendo's distribution, whether it be consoles, games, accessories, everything Nintendo branded in Greece, has actually gone under. So at the end of this year, as of December 31st, 2015, Nintendo will be leaving Greece entirely. Now, obviously, they're not going to go through and pull all the consoles and all the games and accessories off the shelf. They're just not going to be getting any more, which I find surprising, especially given the fact that Nintendo has a new console coming out. Nintendo has some big titles coming out. I find it surprising that they're just going to just roll over and leave Greece. So I think that they probably will leave the situation. They'll wait until the situation kind of stabilizes a little better, find a new distributor, and come back. Because I know right now the economic situation in Greece is really not very good. And I'm sure they're not buying a lot of games, so sales have probably dropped off a little bit right now. So, as I said, Nintendo will probably be back once things kind of level off a bit. Now, the other bit of the console news I have is with the PS4 and the Xbox One about to hit their 2-year anniversary at the end of November, it's no huge surprise that we're going to start hearing stories. We're going to start hearing stories that the previous generation is being retired. Because whenever a new console comes out, well, almost every time a new console comes out, it signs the death warrant for the previous one. It's only a matter of time before you start hearing stories about the previous generation actually being discontinued. PS2 being the exception, because that really had a few more years after the PS3 came out. But speaking of the PS3, an online retailer in New Zealand actually came out and leaked a story, and then of course made the story disappear, probably due to fear of litigation. PS3 is being discontinued in New Zealand. Now, this doesn't mean they're going to go through and take everything. They're not going to pull the PS4s or PS3s off the shelf and say, all right, that's it, you can't sell them anymore, just sell PS4s. What it does mean, however, is that as of now, when a store sells out of the PS3s, or a chain, or however you want to look at it, sells out of their PS3s, they can't get replacements. They're done. They can't order more because they're just not sending them to New Zealand anymore. They have retired the PS3 in New Zealand. And I'm sure it's not going to be the only country they do it in. That'd be very strange to only have it in New Zealand, that this PS3 is discontinued. I'm sure it's just only been leaked for New Zealand, and other countries are wrapping up for it. Now, we haven't heard anything from Sony one way or the other about it. So at this point, it really is just an unconfirmed rumor with a screenshot that disappeared, just like the backwards compatibility thing. But it does make sense. It makes 100% it makes sense that at some point, both the Xbox 360 and the PS3 are going to be retired. It's just a matter of when we're going to hear about it. And I'm sure as the anniversaries get closer and closer, we're going to start hearing more and more stories and rumors about them being retired. And to be honest, especially with the 360, given that the Xbox One is ramping up with backwards compatibility, the Xbox 360 may officially be announced to be discontinued even sooner than the PS3, even with this leak. But it does, it does make sense. And actually, I'm kind of surprised that we haven't heard more rumors about PS Vita being discontinued, with that being, well, not as successful as it was planned, even though it is a pretty good idea. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think about the PS3 possibly being discontinued very soon? What do you think about Xbox 360 being discontinued very soon? What do you think about Nintendo being pulled out of Greece because their distributor basically went belly up? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Once again, I'm the Console Samurai, and I'll see you around.